Then of course we have the perks. Now the perks are a whole different system to any Far Cry game. If you're trying to figure out how the perks work, I'm going to go ahead and go buy each individual perk, because I know a lot of you guys who might not have the game want to know how the perks work differently than they did in Far Cry 5. So, of course, once again, in order for you guys to get perks, you're going to need to be able to get perk coins. Now, these perk coins are, you're able to obtain these by actually doing any sort of activity within the game. And one of the activities that actually gives you a lot of perk points, this is actually going to be a tip for those of you who are planning on purchasing the game. You're going to want to make sure you do the treasure hunt activities. Those activities are going to give you a lot of coins. Now, I'll have a video on how to farm this, because I already have an idea of how to be able to farm these, so you can unlock as many perks as you possibly can. We're going to get started with the first one. We got the grapple perk. This pretty much allows you to hold X to attach to the grapple hook. This is actually a very helpful perk, and one of like the first perks I recommend you picking up, especially if you're going to be exploring the area a lot. Becomes a very helpful perk. Then we have the repair torch. This one I would probably skip, and I'll probably have a video on like the best perk setup for each individual playstyle, but just a kind of a technical idea. This is going to allow you to repair stuff like your vehicles and all that good stuff. But only thing this perk is actually really good for is for opening of saves, and it becomes very valuable like mid-range through the game, so as you progress. Then we have the skydiving. This is pretty good if you're going to be maneuvering around the map a lot, get those high points, you know, open up different areas of the map, maneuver out of them, becomes very helpful. Fishing rods, adds fishing rods to your weapon wheel, comes very helpful, especially when you're farming fish and you're trying to find bait and loot. Then we have the outdoor enthusiast. Prey won't flee with you as easily. As you guys know, in this game, hunting is very important and very resourceful in this game. You're gonna need to do this in order to get bait, in order to get med kits from the animals, and also be able to sell the skins of those animals. You're gonna need to be able to get as many hunts as you can, and that's gonna require require the animal not to run away from you. Next up, guys, we have the tactical binoculars. Another one that works really good. It's gonna allow you to tag enemies more quickly. This is a perk I recommend if you're gonna be playing co-op. Becomes very useful, especially for you being able to attack different areas of the compound or the area you're trying to attack. That way you know where the enemy's at before you actually start the engagement. Then we have Hotwire. Automatically disables booby traps or highwayman vehicles. Really cool if you're going to be jacking vehicles or taking them away. Then we have the Mechanic. Reduces weapon overheating. This is actually a pretty interesting one, but once again, another one that's very valuable if you're going to be playing co-op. Then we have the lock picking. This one I would recommend if you have enough coins to get this one really quickly. Lock picking is going to be very crucial because it's going to allow you to get to certain items early in the game that you would technically have to wait a little bit longer and then come back and up on these items. Then we have the this is pretty much going to allow you to sabotage the vehicles. So really interesting one. This one I would probably skip later on. I would probably pick this one later on around the game. Then we have Covert. Decreases noise level when moving. Increases movement speed when crouching. So really effective perk if you like to play stealthy. I personally like to play stealthy, so that's one of the perks I definitely pick up as fast. Then we have this other one, which allows you to kind of speed everything up. You'll be able to disarm vehicles faster. You'll be able to open safes a lot faster. Access supply drops a lot faster. So this is actually a really good perk. It's just very cost effective. Then we have the lock and loaded. Reloads your weapons while aiming. This is a viable perk, but not something that I'm going to tell you guys, dang, you guys definitely need to get this one. More long capacity increases hold breath duration while sniping or while underwater. I would probably skip that one as well. More fist damage. You're not going to be doing a lot of fist fight. This game is mostly about either stealth killing or just going all ham and taking as much as kills as you possibly can. Advanced takedown. This is a really, really good one because this is going to allow you to take down your enemies and throw a melee weapon when a nearby enemy's around them. So you'll be able to kill two birds with one stone. You'll be able to knock the person down and also kill another enemy. Makes it very helpful for stealth play. The only problem with this one is that you're going to have to rank this one up in order to be able to access it. Then we have the expert takedown. Takedowns a ranked enemy, and you're able to shoot with your sidearm. It's not so stealthy unless you have a suppressor on the weapon, then you're able to get the master takedown. And so during the takedown itself, you're able to take down an enemy and take another enemy adjacent to that enemy. So you're able to kill 2 enemies at once, but you also have to unlock this perk at elite. Well armed, this is going to allow you to carry a total of 3 weapons instead of just 1 weapon. So technically right now within the game, when you start the game, you're only able to carry 2 weapons. So let's say you want to pair a shotgun with a hand cannon, or you want to pair a sniper with an AR. This is going to allow you to carry maybe a bow, or to carry another stealthy weapon. Really good perk, one that I highly recommend you guys should pick up as soon as possible. Heavily armed, carry a 4th weapon if you want to go all crazy and Rambo. And then we have more medics. This increases the carry amount of medkits. This perk, highly recommend. More melee weapon, increases the carry amount of melee weapons. Not so viable. Then we have more throwables. This is actually a pretty good perk as well. More light ammo, another really good perk. And more heavy ammo. And that pretty much covers all the perk systems and how you're able to, all the perks that are within the game as of right now. I did hear that there's a rumor that a couple perks might get added. We don't know. That's something that might come further along, but these are the perks that are currently available in the game right now. Like I said, I'll have a video covering over the best perks you could pick up in the game, so definitely stay tuned for that.